Hello people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we talk about 10 tragic cases of children murdered by social workers. Child welfare agencies were created to promote the safety and well-being of children. They investigate cases of family violence, child abuse, and neglect, and when necessary, they take protective action. The goal of social workers is to keep children with their families when it is deemed safe and to provide them with a safe environment when they are determined to be at risk. Unfortunately, many cases are ignored or mishandled in such a way that the abused child continues to suffer. When social workers fail to act, the consequences can be deadly. Their negligence in these cases makes them almost as culpable as the perpetrators. Number 1 is Shawn and Della Lettera. Shawn, age 6, and his sisters, Della, age 3, and a 9-year-old who cannot be named, knew only tragedy and suffering in their short lives. While living with their parents, social workers made numerous visits to their home to investigate reports of neglect and abuse. In 2013, their mother committed suicide. A few months later, their father was sentenced to prison on drug charges. The children were sent to live with their aunt, Tammy Huntsman, and her boyfriend, Gonzalo Curiel. Number 2 is Jackie Brewer. Sherry Bordage, then living in Ontario, had heard rumors that her brother, Mark Janes, and his girlfriend, Helen Brewer, were drug addicts who were neglecting their 3 young children. In the summer of 1996, Bordage returned to her hometown in St. John, New Brunswick, to find out what was going on. Nothing could prepare her for what she found. Number 3 is Serenity. The tragic death of 4-year-old Serenity is cloaked in secrecy. As of this writing, more than 2 years later, the medical examiner has not released her cause of death. Government officials who oversee agencies for at-risk children have been denied a copy of the autopsy report. Her death has yet to be ruled a homicide. Number 4 is Jeffrey Baldwin. Jeffrey Baldwin was born on January 20, 1997. He died on November 30, 2002, after terrible abuse at the hands of his grandparents. In 2002, Jeffrey and his 3 siblings were removed from their parents' care amid allegations of abuse. The Catholic Children's Society placed the children with their grandparents, Elva Bodino and Norman Kidman. The agency did not complete the required background check on the couple. Had they done so, it would have revealed that they were both convicted of child abuse. Number 5 is Baby Russell. When Sarah Russell and Rodney Miller's son almost died from suspected shaken baby syndrome, he was removed from their care. Although there wasn't enough evidence to charge the couple, the boy remained in foster care, and the parents were limited to supervised visits. It was during one of these visits that social workers noticed that Sarah appeared to be pregnant. Knowing the baby would be seized at birth, Sarah denied the allegation when confronted by her caseworker. Number 6 is Jacob No. Jessica Murphy, 27, was a single mother to her 8-year-old son, Jacob No. In 2012, she began experiencing mental health issues. She became withdrawn and increasingly paranoid. Between 2012 and 2014, she was hospitalized 4 different times for psychiatric issues. Number 7 is Liliana Ride. On March 13, 2016, Jerry Quezada, 30, called 911 to report that her daughter Liliana, age 4, had injured herself after falling in the shower. When police arrived at the Grand Prairie, Texas, residence, the little girl was not breathing and had bruises covering her entire body. She was later pronounced dead at the hospital. The medical examiner ruled the death a homicide. Number 8 is Erin Miner. On May 25, 2016, an employee of an apartment complex in Detroit, Michigan, noticed a foul odor coming from one of the units. When he went inside the residence to investigate, he found 3-year-old Erin Miner's decomposing body. Following this discovery, police began looking for the little boy's mother, 28-year-old Deanna Miner. She was later located in a psychiatric hospital. Number 9 is Sarah Brass. On February 5, 2009, Sarah Brass, age 8, died of untreated acute appendicitis. In the 48 hours before her death, several people, including a police officer, contacted Child Protective Services, CPS, expressing concern that the little girl was being neglected. The CPS manager declined to open an investigation or send a caseworker to the home, even though they had been monitoring Sarah for the past 2 years and knew that her father had a history of failing to seek medical treatment for his children. Number 10 is Mona Sock. Mona Sock was born on October 25, 1993. Her mother, Martha Miliia, was unable to provide a stable home environment. After several years of floating between homes, social workers placed Mona with her older sister, Harmony, and her husband, Lonnie Francis. On September 26, 2007, Mona, 13, was reported missing from her home in Elsipogtog First Nation, a reservation located outside Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Her body was later found hanging from a tree. She had taken her own life.